all the teams can start talking, I guess, to players, and it appears the Redskins have lined up a couple of interviews. We talked about this name a couple weeks ago, but Muhammad Wilkerson, who was let go by the New York Jets, who was in the midst of a 5-year, $86 million deal, had a couple of disappointing years for the Jets, and they let him go. He's a name that they apparently are interested in. They're bringing him in for an interview. And then also a guy who I guess they're going to convert to linebacker, Benson Mayoya, who was a defensive end at Dallas, but he's only 265 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So they see him as an outside linebacker in the 3-4.
Did Wilkerson meet with the Chiefs? I thought he was going to meet with the Chiefs first.
I've seen his name linked to the Raiders at some point, too.
Okay.
I don't know if he's met with the Chiefs yet or not.
He's visited Green Bay and Kansas City, according to a story on ESPN.com.
So he did meet with the Chiefs.
And then Mayoya has 9 career sacks in 5 seasons. So to me, he's a depth guy. If you're looking at outside linebacker, you've already got Kerrigan.
But Wilkerson would not be a depth guy.
No.
Well, Wilkerson would be an instant starter.
Oh, yeah, you plug him next to Jonathan Allen. Yeah. And if he's not a head case like he was recently in New York, where he was benched several times because he was just late all the time. He's breaking team rules left and right.
Well, also, but the production was down.
Yeah.
Big time.
Well, he got his money.
He got paid.
He was G'd up.
That's a question.
Yeah, right.
That's a big question.
Is he the next Albert Haynesworth? Is he a guy who's going to get paid again and then who will underperform? If I were the Redskins, I would be wary of that.
He signed a 5-year, $86 million deal with the Jets. And he was cut 2 years into that deal.
But when you see the highlights, though, and you see him making plays, you're like, yeah, I want that guy.
Yeah. Well, of course, everybody looks great on highlights.
But are you getting that guy? Yeah.
Do Redskins fans like this conservative approach to free agency is what I would say. 800-636-1067, because in the past, they'd go after the big names. I never heard of Benson Mayoya.
Yeah.
Can't pronounce his name.
I'm always kind of big on the flashy side.
Like the splash.
I like the splash. I like winning the offseason. I like winning the offseason Super Bowl. I get a little bit size when we get the top free agent guys out there. This whole muted offseason approach is kind of boring.
You don't like the Terrell McClain / Stacy McGee approach?
Well, how did that work out?
Didn't work out so well.
Right.
Look at the defensive numbers.
Neither did the big splashy offseason either. I don't know how to do it. Thank God I'm not in charge of
such a high wire act.
I would think that if you can get someone like Wilkerson, who knows what his production will be, but he's certainly
the problem is
he's got talent.
He does have the talent, and he's only 28 years old.
Yeah,
but are you getting the guy the last 2 years?
Are you getting the guy that was hungry for the big deal, or are you getting the guy who is happy he's got the big deal?
Who's G'd up, showing up late all the time?
Right. That's what I would be concerned about.
Right.
Got his $15 million back in 2016 and is now going through the motions.
So guys like Kirk Cousins can officially talk to teams today, right?
Yes.
Can he fly to Minnesota and meet with them?
Yes.
He can.
ProFootballTalk.com says that he hasn't finalized his
Final Four or whatever
agent meetings, but you see all these stories of other players who are setting up meetings.
So you can literally fly to, say, Minnesota and come to a deal. You just can't sign it until Wednesday, 4 p.m.
So the now are looking at those two guys. Does that excite you? 800-636-1067. And according to ProFootballTalk.com, they have offered Trent Murphy a contract as well. He offered a cryptic message on Twitter.
Said,
blessed and highly favored, thankful for the many, super pumped for the opportunities to come. Let's go.
So it sounds like they're going to lock something up with him. They have offered Zach Brown something, right? We learned that last week.
Yeah.
It's been a while ago. So I'm sure he's going to kind of shop himself, though. What about Will Compton? Are they just moving on from Will?
Not sure.
Yeah.
All I know about Will Compton is he had that back and forth with RG3.
Right. That was embarrassing for Robert. I don't know. Let's bang out some of these calls here. Let's go to Andrew in Stafford. Andrew, what's up, buddy? You're on with the Junkies.
Hey, Junks. How y'all doing?
What's up, Andrew?
Flashy off season.
Splashy's gotten us before. I'll take boring.
Well, we had boring last year, and that didn't really get us anything.
What's that?
We had boring last year.
You got Terrell Pryor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that was kind of
No, but right. So at least we didn't spend a buttload of money on it. I mean, I hope, if we can bring in Wilkerson, that's fine with me. I just don't think we need to pay him $15 million a year or something absurd. Bring him in, I mean, Pryor didn't work, but it was a good signing. It was 1 year, not a lot of money,
1 year,
and you
$6
got a
million,
chance
I
to
think.
kick the tires.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Look, I think the days of the Redskins going out there and blowing you away with an offer are pretty much done. You know,
I don't know. It's okay, like Norman. If you got the opportunity and you really believe in the player, spend the money.
Right. Unless you're like a guy at the peak
You know?
of his powers.
Would you have liked them to make a play for Richard Sherman, who ends up with the 49ers? Then you would have had a Sherman-Norman secondary.
I would have entertained it, so especially I believe they gave him a pretty incentive-laden deal, right? And
Yeah.
I think he's even all excited about like topping out at like $8 million if he makes the Pro Bowl.
I
So
think
it's
it was,
not like he's making a
what was
ton.
it, 3 years, $36 million, something like 3 years, $40 million, something like
39 million.
that. Yeah.
But didn't he say if I make the Pro Bowl, I get $8 million?
It for the following year, automatically.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Draft T-shirt's very conflicted about Richard Sherman playing for a division
I am
rival.
conflicted.